Welcome to Orange County Power Players, where we spotlight the personal, professional, and financial success stories of OC's top leaders. Here's your host, Danny Flores.
Welcome back to OC Power Players, where I interview some of the most successful people in Orange County. I'm Danny Flores, your host, and today's honored guest is Rene Cortes, zooming from Lake Forest, California. Rene Cortes is a current enterprise sales leader at HP Inc., where he helps drive over 30 to 50 million in growth by implementing HP services, solutions, and endpoints. After years of working with Fortune 500 companies and IT executives, Rene transitioned his expertise into entrepreneurship, building AI-powered systems that help small and medium-sized businesses grow faster with smarter customer engagement, more five-star reviews, and streamlined operations. Today, through his company, GoPivot AI, Rene helps business owners cut through the noise of AI hype and actually implement practical automations that generate revenue, improve customer experiences, and free up time. Welcome, Rene.
Hey, nice to be here.
Yeah,
Thank you for the
yeah,
introduction.
yeah, yeah. No, thanks. Thanks so much. Now, so let's talk about first HP, right?
Yeah.
What you do there and how you got there, how long you've been there.
Yeah, so I've been at HP 15 years. I just passed 15 years a couple of months ago. So I'm knocking on the door to 20. Um, and what I do is I'm an enterprise account manager, a global enterprise account manager, and I cover Fortune 100 customers really across the globe. And we've been building at HP. We have products and solutions and services, and I really help customers increase their employee engagement, their employee experience by implementing our sales and our solutions and our services at HP. Yeah.
So are you guys providing hardware and the software, and I would assume that HP also provides cloud services?
Yeah, so we do have quite a bit of software solutions. We just launched a workforce experience platform, which is a telemetry solution that helps IT departments kind of really manage their endpoints by AI-driven sales, and not just sales, but AI-driven solutions to really find out what's happening with their environment. Like for example, if a battery is about to go bad, it'll know and take telemetry data from the device to alert the IT department to let them know, hey, listen, you should probably replace this battery. So yeah, we do sell hardware, obviously, and with the new AI chips that just came out, we're really launching our Lunar Lake Intel devices, not to mention AI experiences, but really driving AI adoption. So we do have workstations that you can kind of create AI yourself at the enterprise level in a secure way, right? So moving from the cloud to really the hardware local AI on our devices today.
So now kind of enlighten us a little bit. I remember 25 years ago in business offices, we used to have file servers, email servers, a lot of hardware inside the office. And then it seemed like everything moved away from that to the cloud. So you see the server's room become emptier, not completely empty. And then you just mentioned AI hardware local in the office. So how does that look like? And I guess we got to keep it fairly simple for people who
Yeah.
are tech savvy, such as myself.
Yeah, so really it's about local AI on the device itself. So for example, as I'm looking at you today, there's AI that is built into using our Poly solutions inside our laptops, where it can
Mm-hmm.
really auto frame the camera.
Mm-hmm.
For example, another thing is, as you put the laptop on your lap, it could sense that it's on your lap and not on a table, and then kick on the fans. So it's really more about the AI experiences on the laptops versus, really building like large language models, for example. Although we do have devices that do that too. So on the local AI. So before it was a processor, a hard drive, and memory, and now there's
Mm-hmm.
a third component called the NPU, or neural processing unit, and that really offloads a lot of those AI experiences from the processor to the NPU. And it really helps battery life and among other things.
So this is AI working on the background without us even knowing anything that it exists.
Exactly. I mean, you can really experience the difference between having an NPU on your laptop versus not. And those experiences are all built into the machine. And it's really about the IT department, like whether they want to implement those or not. You can turn those things off, or you can turn them on.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it's really up to the IT department to figure out what experiences they want to enable.
So are most businesses using the old desktop models, or are they using laptops because of the mobility that you have, maybe partly working from home and partly working from the office kind of scenarios?
Well, you'd be surprised. So, before the pandemic, a lot of customers were using desktops and
Mm-hmm.
laptops too. But during the pandemic, when everyone was working from home, there
Mm-hmm.
was I would say a large majority of our customers that did move away from the desktop to the laptop,
Mm-hmm.
just because they wanted their employees to be able to work from home, um, and be on the go. So a lot of customers moved back to the laptop from the desktop. And now you're seeing more customers moving back to the desktop, because as hybrid work evolves, more customers are saying, "Hey, listen, we gotta at least go back to the office, 3 days a week or 4 days a week."
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably see more desktop business. And now, frankly, with Windows 11 or Windows 10 expiring here next month, a lot of customers are moving to Windows 11 if they haven't already. And it's really just about application adoption and whether their apps will work with Windows 11 or not. But
So that means that if it doesn't work and your machine's kind of old, that means there's new hardware or new machines that have to be purchased.
yes, yes. Or you can ask Microsoft for
An
if
extension?
if you want to pay for the extension, but not
Do
very
they,
many.
is that even an option?
There's an option, yes. I'll let your guests get with their Microsoft rep to figure that out. But yeah, there is
Yeah.
an option to do that.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you don't have to go out and purchase a new machine. You can actually pay for an option for an extension. Huh.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Or so you won't get updates on Windows 10 after October. So
Yeah. Which is a bad thing because of security patches and whatnot that need to be implemented.
yeah, there's a lot of security that inherently comes with the new Windows 11 devices, so it kind of makes sense anyways to upgrade from
Hmm.
a security perspective. So there's decisions that need to be made for sure.
Wow. Okay, that's good to know, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Windows 10 expires in October next month. So
yeah,
everybody either update your machines or pay for an extension.
yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about your AI business. What does that look like? And that's like a big thing nowadays. And people and businesses are implementing AI. It's making work more efficient. There's businesses that are reducing their workforce because of AI, being able to assume some of the tasks, some automations, maybe more coverage that AI can do more phone calls, more outreach in sales. It's just like so many good things that AI can do. And it seems like anybody who doesn't want to lose their job should embrace AI. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, no, I realized that small businesses rarely had access to that level of technology, so I built GoPivot AI to democratize it. So a lot of business owners, like, they hear about AI and they think it's complicated or too big for them,
Mm-hmm.
and they understand ChatGPT, but it really comes down to breaking down the outcomes. So more customers, more reviews, less busy work. So like it's like hiring a smart assistant that works 24/7, but costs a fraction of an employee.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So like if you think about like having a receptionist, you know, you can have AI answer the phones for you and book calls for you on your calendar. Um, that they can respond instantly to leads, filter 5-star reviews for Google and Yelp, and then follow up automatically. So there's a lot of different business outcomes that you need to really think about as you're a small business owner and you're stuck in the process, right? And so you
Right.
want to really try to figure out a way. And it's not about just jumping into the shiny object, right? It's more about understanding what a clear business outcome is. So instead of buying software, you want to really solve a real problem. And the key to the whole thing is starting with a pain point. I need more customers. I need to save time. And then you
Mm-hmm.
layer in the AI into the workflow. That's really how I see it.
So basically, because if you're a business and you're running your business, you don't even know there's AI that can help you do things and streamline things. So you don't even know that you need something, right? In a sense.
Yeah. So my dad owns an electric company. He's an electrical contractor. Um, and his dad owned it before him. They've been in business for 75 years. He's been, he's working on a job, like, and he doesn't have time to answer the call because he's under a house in Downey,
Right.
California.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, having AI to, answer the phone. So what will happen, right? And so if he doesn't answer the phone or he doesn't reply to the text, customers are just going to go on to the next
Yeah.
the
Oh,
next
yeah.
electrician on the Google. And
Yes.
so though that's how AI can really help small businesses, right? Answer the call, send the text back to the customer, let them know,
Mhm.
what can we help with, and that's really how AI is helping small businesses today.
So does that mean your company builds these automations and these I guess bots or whatever they're called to be able to answer the
Yeah,
question? So that means you have to input questions and input answers to be able
yeah,
to educate them to be able to answer.
yeah. We train the AI on the customer's website, and FAQs that potentially that the client would provide us. Because my dad, he gets a lot of questions, and he
Right.
knows what questions he gets the most.
Right.
Or like a plumber, same thing. So they know exactly what the questions are, and so we would just train the AI um, on those questions.
Now, is there other activities in a small business that, because usually those small businesses are the ones that struggle with the growth more because there's not enough revenue to hire all these employees, right? So
Yep.
to be able to build these automations, like you said, one, you don't have to hire somebody to answer the phones for you anymore. That's
No.
eliminating one position right there at a fraction of the cost, right? And scheduling your calendar with potential clients where you're potentially going out to visit and give bids on projects, however you structure that. But what more can it do for small businesses such as invoices coming in? Can it route it or post it to potential accounting softwares? And so that you just like, it's almost like having an assistant in the office doing all these things for you, and you don't have to hire somebody to do that.
Yeah, no, I mean, invoicing is one thing. It could definitely do that, but if I can just take a moment, like the most important thing for small businesses is reviews. It's really the modern day word of mouth, and
Mm-hmm.
90% of customers check reviews before buying, right? I know I do it. I'm
Right.
sure you do it. I'm
Yeah.
sure we all do it, right? And so
Right. Right.
AI can automate the process of asking for reviews, and really customers are small businesses are too busy to ask in most cases. And so to automate the process of asking for reviews, um, and managing negative feedback privately, results in more five-star, high visibility, and more
Mm-hmm.
customers. And ultimately, that's kind of really what small businesses need is they need more
Right.
customers.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, for example, we just implemented a Google review management for a small coffee truck that's moving into a brick and mortar.
Mm.
So we got a list of past clients, and we said, "Hey, listen, we're going to do this for free. We need a case study." So we took a list of about 100 clients, and we increased their reviews by over 70% by reactivating past clients.
Mm-hmm.
And our client was so surprised, not surprised, but just so excited, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
she didn't really understand the impact that her small coffee truck was having in the Long Beach area. And it was really a blessing for her to kind of see that her work, all her hard work,
Mm-hmm.
and her team's hard work was making such an impact in the Long Beach area, and it really really made him excited to do more. She's moving into a new brick and mortar, and so that's more to come on that front. So very exciting to see that happen.
That could be huge for a small operator like that, having tons of like great reviews, 5-star reviews because your food is good, your coffee is good, your
Hmm.
service is good.
Yep.
Like you said, and I know, we look at restaurants, and I look, but I know I have my kids that are in their early 20s. They're like big time. It's like this is a 4.5, 4.8 star. Okay, we're good. Oh, it's 3.9. Like we're a little old school. Like, yeah, those tacos are pretty good too. Who cares if it's a C? They're good,
Yeah.
right? But they're like the younger generation is more attuned to that, which makes it even more important to be able to, like you said, get those reviews. And maybe you do really good service or you have really good food, but if you don't pursue those reviews, then it never materializes for you.
Yeah, she actually saw an increase in business because of it as well. So people were, because the other thing that we automated was her social media. So every time a five-star review left a review, it automatically posted to her Instagram, her Facebook, and of course on her Google profile page. And then we used AI to automatically respond on her behalf using her brand tone.
Mm-hmm.
So she was able to respond. And so the Google algorithm really is now, is this an engaged small business?
Right.
Yeah, very engaged.
Yeah.
And so all those social media posts really drove more traffic to her coffee truck. And so if you're ever in the area, you should stop by Carmen's Coffee. It's a
All
really
right.
good.
Yeah, yeah. You hear
It's
that?
really,
Carmen's Coffee in Long Beach, right?
yeah, yeah. It's a really good coffee
Okay,
truck.
you heard it here.
Yeah. So I guess the only thing I would say, don't start with tech, right? Start with where am I losing time, leads, or customers. And then pick one use case, whether it be reviews, lead follow-up, lead reactivation. Say, for example, you're a plumber and you spend XYZ amount on ads, and you have all these clients that said no. send those to me. I can reactivate all your past clients that said no. Maybe we can get you some business. But yeah, start with a small automation, measure results, and then scale.
Right. No, that seems super important. Now, you also mentioned social media, which I wanted to bring up. And that's really cool how you said that when somebody leaves a five-star review, social media is active. It goes to social media, which is great because it shows you engaged. But do you also have, I guess, maybe AI-driven automations where they post automatically to social media and keep your accounts active?
Yeah, so we do have what's called a marketing planner as well, a social planner where you can schedule out your posts. But more importantly, I think just on social media, for example,
Mm-hmm.
just to respond to your clients on your social media, we can build an AI that can actually respond to your clients on your social media as well. So it's really impactful from a from a use case perspective, if you can kind of think through how that could be beneficial for different types of small businesses around the area. Um,
Right.
but yeah, those are things that we can do as well. So
Because from my understanding is that if you respond and you're engaged, that's good for the algorithms on social media. It shows you more active. It moves up your post. It exposes it to more people, and your social media following will grow from there.
yeah, I mean, just think about it yourself. Like if you reached out to someone on social media and you liked whatever they were doing and
Hmm.
you didn't get a response, it's kind of like, okay, I guess
Right.
yeah,
Like what? Why? Right?
yeah,
And there's some that you send DMs and they respond right away.
yeah.
And
So
so that must be AI driven because I don't think anybody can sit there and just wait for people to 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 respond to, right?
yeah, yeah, no, it's well, we try to make the AI not respond so fast because
Oh,
yeah.
that's oh, that's interesting. Okay, so you delay it a little bit, like if it was a person that finally got to the social media.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe you want. We can
Yeah.
even make it so it's identified as AI, so you're not, you don't want to, misrepresent either. So
Right.
yeah,
Cool. Wow,
yeah,
there's a lot of stuff right here then with AI that can be utilized, especially for the smaller businesses.
yeah.
So that's great, and thanks so much for sharing that. Now, what does the next 6 to 12 months look like for you? What's exciting in the horizon?
Really, it's more about helping customers, our clients, um, navigate through the hype of
Hmm.
AI versus
Hmm.
what business outcomes can we really solve for? And I think that would be the most exciting thing in the next 6 to 12 months for me at this time.
Hmm.
So I'm excited to, you know, it's really hard, right, Danny? So like, if you wake up tomorrow and there's a new thing about AI, and it's always evolving, it's always changing, and
Hmm.
I would say that at some point AI's you're right when you said that AI is going to replace some people's jobs, but
Hmm.
if
Hmm.
you can kind of really wrap your head around AI today, you'll be ahead of most people, and I think that would because it's always changing, like I said. So
Right.
yeah, so we'll see what's next, I guess.
Right. Yeah, like you said, every day is something new popping up. It's just
Yeah,
moving so fast. It's
yeah,
so hard to keep up.
it's very hard to keep up. So
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Renee, all these fun stuff that you're working on. Now, if
yeah,
somebody is listening and they'd like to get a hold of you, how can they get a hold of you?
yeah. So you can go to gopivotai.com. That's GO Pivot, Pivot AI.com.
Hmm.
Or you can send my AI assistant, Tony, a
Okay.
SMS message at 714-868-8610. And
Okay.
he can help book a call for you. he might ask you a few questions about your business, and I'd be happy to share a free strategy session with anybody to identify 1 to 2 AI quick wins for their business. So appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, yep. So you heard it here.
Yep.
Rene can help you with all your AI automations.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Rene, for joining us. And to our audience, please go to ocpowerplayers.com and follow us on your favorite channel. Thanks so much, Rene.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Orange County Power Players. Want to share your success story? Apply to be a guest at ocpowerplayers.com/guest.